Hello everyone, this is NFX Bracken Arrow here, bringing you the action of the NFX SC2 Cup. We do have in this game the first game between NFX Res and ViperX in the best of 3 series. The map will be Red City rather. And in the top left corner we will have your purple Zerg NFX Res, and in the bottom left your red Terran NFX ViperX. We have seen both these players in quite good games, so it should be a quite interesting game to watch this as well. As we see XE starting with his wall, obviously a good thing to do, which will give you protection against any Zerg rushes. So you do see him start with his barracks. Rez on the other hand is opting to go for a hatchery first build, where he will get his he's actually getting gas first, so he will opt rather to go for either speedlings quickly, or he will try to do some binding busts, which is always quite entertaining to watch. As we do see this overlord will be scouting in the correct direction, but the original overlord not being able to do so. You, sir, are a failure. Anyway, we do see ViperX over here getting a factory, obviously going to try and build some mech against the Zerg, as we all know how strong mech is against Zerg, especially siege tanks and Hellions. Well, Hellions rather for the Ras siege tanks. Siege tanks will be really quite good on this map. Wait, let me explain to you. If you put a siege tank over here, you can actually defend anything coming from this side to attack your natural, which is always good, as well as you should be able to get a few hits of troops coming up this ramp over here. We do see Reyes bringing out some Zerglings. It's just going to check if there's an expansion over there, as well as something on that high ground, but there will be nothing, obviously. We do see Reyes getting some gas going, but it's not getting speed though. And he's already going for layer tech, so he will, and another gas, so he's obviously saving up gas for something epic, probably some Hydras, which you all know is really effective against Terran mech. We do see some nice positioning on the siege tank over here, and which will provide some nice defense against the dark art. No, not really. Defense against anything trying to up this ramp. I'm guessing the Zerglings over here is to get some high yield, well, some high ground rather, sight and vision, and just to check if XE rather is going to take an expand. It does appear that XE is supply blocked over there, but he should be building a supply depot somewhere, which he just completed. We do see some speedlings on the way, so speed has been done. A lot of gas though for Rez, as we do see the Spire on the way, which is quite nice. We haven't seen Mutas come into play yet for the NFX Cup. XE on the other hand, he does have his missile turret over here, but nothing in his mineral line, so he is essentially defenseless against any form of air from the Zerg side. We do see quite a lot of Zerglings out already. Let's just take a look here at the army supply. It's 17 to 19, so XE, well, okay, rather it's 31 to 19. I was just about to say that XE does have the supply lead there. We do see this missile, Viking rather, taking a shot or two at this overlord over here. So XE probably gonna go out and do some overlord hunting, something that's quite annoying for any Zerg player. But we do see Reyes taking his third expansion, or his third base rather, which is quite nice, being a base or two up over your opponent, as we see XE not having been able to take his expansion as of yet. We do see Mutalisk moving out for Rez. This is going to do a lot of damage, as we see there is 7 Mutas. You usually want your Mutas to move out in factors of 7, because well, 7 mutas will 2-shot workers, 14 mutas will 1-shot workers, as we do see the Marines clearing away all those pesky mutas, killing 6 workers, which is alright, I suppose. It's not the best. We do see a Roach Warren and a Hydra Den going down for Rez at this point. Rez, however, does have quite the supply lead, almost double, well, exactly double, until he built something. What is he building? Started building an extractor at his third. We do see some nicely saturated bases over there for Rez. Rez just scouted that Xe has not expanded yet, so he should be quite confused at this point. Still the siege tank over here, 2 siege tanks now, and the production still going strong for Xe. Xe would like to get an expansion going. We do see the mutas trying to push here. Quite a lot of mutas now. Xe has built his missile turret over here. We do see these mutas just obliterating that missile turret as well as that tank over there. However, there is enough Marines to try and push this away, but that Viking, trying to be the Euro Viking, will get taken out by all those mutas. How many are there? There's a lot of mutas. I'm too lazy to count. We do see, however, 11 Hydras on the way for Rez. We all know that Hydras deal quite a lot of damage. They have a high DPS, but they are pretty easy to kill if you have strong enough troops. We do see a lot of missile turrets coming down for Xe at this point. And we do see Xe attempting a drop of 2 Widow Mines. Widow Mines obviously very good against mineral lines, since they absolutely obliterate the stuff. We do see, however, that there is some muta harass going on over there, as well as the drop happening over here. I just want to see how much kills these Widow Mines will get, as they will get a lot as the mutas has retreated. And we see only 3 and 3 kills. So that is 6 to 9 workers killed, so both players getting their money's worth. We do, however, see the army supply for Rez now at 93 versus a 50 army supply of ViperX. These mutas trying to be quite... There's a lot of mutas out on the field now already. We do see Xe not expanding though. Only 8 workers on his main. And Xe is still in a constant production of Marines, and he's switching to Hellbats, which is always a nice thing to see. We do see a big push coming with a lot of Roaches and Hydras, and I think this might be enough to get the GG from Xe, as the wall will fall like it did in Berlin as well. I don't know, is that racist? Probably not. Anyway, we do see Zerglings doing quite a damage alongside the mutas, with the Roaches and Hydras on their way as well. And yes, quite an epic first game between these two guys. Xe not really going for the expansion, which is probably what cost him the game. And as well as Ray is doing a very good job of keeping his Zerglings over there to check for the expansion. As you see reinforcements on the way for Rez at this point. And this should just be enough to get the GG. However, Xe seems to be reluctant to call it, as we will just watch as his base gets obliterated. What's the upgrades at though? No upgrades for flyers, no upgrades for ground units. And there we see the GG from ViperX. Anyway, so Rez goes up 1-0 in this series, and I'll see you guys in the next game.